What's up, guys? Welcome back. Let's talk some Cardano. Welcome to the channel. I'm Mark here with the Crypto Mark. And if you have not done so, this is a perfect opportunity to subscribe right down below. We do talk crypto every single day right here on this channel. And this is where we're going to get into some ADA discussion because right now we did talk a little bit in a prior video about something that was going on with the Bitcoin bridging that was going on. Okay, so that has come about. We're going to talk about the liquidity that has been unlocked for ADA in this video. This article coming down from Cointelegraph, $1.3 trillion. Okay, that's where we're going to tap into that Bitcoin liquidity with the Bitcoin OS bridge integration for ADA. So it's a big update. We're going to get down into it, and I'm going to share with you guys my thoughts on Cardano as we dive into the chart. Before we do, like I said, guys, make sure you all subscribe down below and let's hit it. Okay. But first, before we do so, I want to share with you guys the crypto bubbles. And you can see right now, as I blow this up, okay, we are going to dive into kind of what's going on in the market. And you can see ADA, as we currently are recording, is having a little bit of a down day, 3.8%. And as we trade here at $34 or 34 cents in 34.20, wow. Cheers, got to get some more Dunkin' in me. But that's kind of where we look at a $34 Cardano. Wow, would that be nice? But let's talk more so in line with where we're at 34 cents. We are trading at the 11th spot in total market cap. And it has been kind of a dull month for ADA. So 4.8% down on the month. And we are kind of giving up those yearly gains over the last 365 days as ADA has been up almost 20.3%. But we were way towering over that number until recently. So that's kind of where we're at. It is something where we're going to continue to monitor this and track it. But ADA, as we look into kind of what's going on in the trading view, I'm going to share with you guys kind of my perception. Okay, because this is a big one, guys. I do use my trading indicator to kind of tell me what to do essentially when it comes to trading crypto. But with Cardano, it's a little different because I don't really actually trade Cardano. I'm more of a holder. I bought Cardano way back when, and I have not sold a bit of it. Okay. But we have flashed momentum down before we started this downward trend. And then obviously the consolidation that we've had since the latter part of September, where we did start momentum down at a little bit below 40 cents after having a very strong day on the charts. But if you see right here in this parallel channel right now, and obviously, guys, what I'm telling you guys right now is not financial advice. These are just my thoughts as it relates to the crypto market. Always do your own research and due diligence, but this is kind of where we look at it. And you can see this channel between 39 and 42 cents. That is the floor and the resistance that I'm very comfortable at with Cardano at. Ideally, we'd like to hit this channel that's a little bit higher and way back when we did consolidate around 42 to 52 cents. And that's kind of where I want to see it Cardano head to. And I will draw a line for you guys because we will have to get back up into this territory right here. So it's not that far off. We did wick above, and then we tested that resistance, and since then we did drop down below the SMAs, and everything is continuing the trend kind of sideways, but we are seeing more of a downward trend within the simple moving averages on the 20, 50, 100, and 150 closing numbers there. But for us as holders, guys, I think this is where we just stay the course. For me, I have not sold a Cardano. I'm going to hold it until that 2029, 2030 outlook for me. And that's just kind of my goal. That's my strategy. Always have a strategy when you trade crypto. And that's how I handle my Cardano. You guys are welcome to do whatever you want to do. Obviously, if you have something in mind outside of the fact that you think Cardano is going to zero, which I do get that a lot. And I love those comments. So please leave them down below in the chat. Okay. But let's get into what we came here to talk about. The 1.3 trillion Bitcoin liquidity that we are tapping into within this Bitcoin OS bridge integration. Now, this article from Cointelegraph, I'm going to get into, and there will be some ads here, so just bear with me as we navigate through this article. Okay, so this is what we're going to do to ensure this cross-chain functionality. Bitcoin right now trading at 67.9. If you do feel like Bitcoin's dropping below 65,000, that is a point where I'm going to look to accumulate some Bitcoin along the way if we do hit those levels. I think that right now what we're seeing is a little bit of a hesitancy, okay? And that's okay because we do have the election coming up in a short matter of time, just less than 2 weeks within the United States. And that's kind of what I'm waiting for. Okay. I think once we get through that, we do get the potential for a little 9-month window where we really start to run. And that's just kind of how I view it. But in this article, I want to talk about it because this cross-chain functionality is really going to be key for DeFi expansion. We're using zero knowledge cryptography. That's going to be one of the key roles within this. Now, what's going to be able to happen is the BOS is going to be able to integrate Bitcoin assets into Cardano through verified transactions without using a third party. So really making that bridge seamless. Okay. Now, a lot of people are wondering, why are we using a bridge for Cardano and Bitcoin? Okay. It's two different cryptos. People view it in two different breaths. They don't even want to classify or even mention Cardano within the same breath as Bitcoin. And I understand that. I appreciate it. You guys are welcome to do whatever you want to do within your crypto. But this is something where these are going to allow for that cross functionality integration within these two blockchains without sacrificing any kind of security or decentralization. Now, when you have that $1.3 trillion of liquidity, this is a bigger move for Cardano outside of Bitcoin. Yeah, because Bitcoin, they're going to be okay on their own. Okay, they are the riser of all tides. They're the mothership. They're the crypto that really moves the needle. Okay. We look at Bitcoin dominance right now, and you can put that metric into consideration. Bitcoin does not need Cardano. However, Cardano, they could definitely use Bitcoin for a little bit of Volt. Now, the capabilities that this is going to allow for, okay, and this is something where this collaboration is going to allow for the integration to have the potential to unlock new cross chain capabilities. Now, that is very much a broad stroke. It's a very subjective statement, and this is something where we talk about it. And what Ken Kodama, CEO of Emergo, what he's saying is this could further strengthen Cardano. Now, I completely understand that. What you're going to do is opening up access for developers to create new projects and more users within layer one blockchains that really want to tap into Bitcoin and their liquidity surplus. Now, the biggest thing going for us with this Bitcoin OS bridge is using the fact that what you're going to do is you're going to have that bridge for Bitcoin native assets. Now, with this, it's just beginning, because when you're going to have is you're going to have Bitcoin evolve into something more so than you could ever imagine, right? It's not going to just be the Bitcoin that you want to use, as that currency. In that global digital currency, right? How it wants to take over the world, wants to replace poor dollars, right? Poor native currencies that people are using, right? And that's a whole nother conversation, okay? But within Cardano, the biggest thing going for us, and it's not just Cardano, but it's other layer ones. They want to tap into Bitcoin because either they're failing, just the likes of how you look at El Salvador and how that currency is inflated and failing. Okay, you can look at a project such as Cardano. It is a multi-billion-dollar project. Okay, it's a huge, great crypto that I believe in. Okay, but this blockchain needs a push. And if this Bitcoin OS Grail Bridge does deliver us a push, that is kind of why this is relevant. This is why we talked about it, and why I'm making an update to what we've previously mentioned with this integration into the Bitcoin bridge that we're having. And what we're going to be able to do is, the biggest things and takeaways from this is cross-chain transactions, and you're not going to need all of that trust factor, right? It's going to make security very seamless. And that's something where you have that decentralized bridge to really tap into the Bitcoin native assets, where, Bitcoin layer twos, that is kind of the new niche within crypto that people are starting to dabble into. And using these layer ones out there, such as Cardano, that are going to be able to kind of divulge into this Bitcoin arena. That's going to be a huge thing going for ADA as we move forward into this whole conversation. So let me know your thoughts down below. How do you guys view this? Do you think this is all for nothing? It's a waste of time. Cardano and Bitcoin, they should not even be mentioned in the same breath. I kind of echo that sentiment. But right now, as an ADA holder, this is something very bullish, as it gives way to a new kind of path for Cardano to actually have some price action and some movement. So that's where we're at. We're going to keep continuing to monitor the chart here for ADA as we're currently trading. As I sign off, 34.37 on the chart. We'll see what happens. But like I said, guys, earlier in this video, we need to get back in that 40 to 50 cents range and establish a new higher floor. Okay, that's where I'm at. Appreciate you guys all watching. If you haven't done so, make sure you guys all subscribe down below. Smash that like button, and we will be back tomorrow with yet again another ADA video. So I appreciate you guys all watching. We'll see you then. Cheers.